I put a jam in a pan with milk for with milk for my jam.
Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another year of making videos for your viewing pleasure. Right now I will be starting my 4th year of being a YouTuber. Thanks Post Malone. In this video going to cover off just welcome back and intro, and how my summer went, and see which new products Apple can brought to the table, and some news events and stuff like that. So let's get started. We've got a lot of stuff to cover off. So first things first, let's talk about how did my summer went, and my summer went great. I had an awesome summer this year. I went to summer camp for a week, so that was a lot of fun. I could go back there for 2 more summers. So that will be great. I had an awesome summer. There's lots to tell about what I did this summer, so I just tell you guys my highlights about my summer this year. I had spent most of my time this summer at my 2 cottages. I go swimming and fishing, and went to Teeping, played pinball, and celebrated my dog Toby's 10th birthday. As you some of us know, that on September 19th was my really big birthday. I turned 25 years old. There was 2 highlights of my birthday that I will never ever forget. One is my mom spent many months, even might be a year, to plan the Amazing Race Kitchener-Waterloo version of the TV show all around town. By the way, I really enjoy and love watching the Amazing Race. It started a year after I was born on July 17th of 1998 by these 2 people called Elise O'Gunnery and Bertram Van Munster. The very first TV show ever version of The Amazing Race was The Amazing Race Asia, then The Amazing Race US version is the 3rd version of the TV show, then The Amazing Race Canada was made 10 years ago in 2012. 10 teams was the original race, then it became 11 teams, and since 2017 it was 12 teams. Fun fact, the Amazing Race US variant and Survivor came to be during the same year, 2001, which is pretty cool. I was so happy that my mom set the Amazing Race around town. It was super fun, it really was. I was in Amazing Race last year for one of my mom's friend's birthday, and it was super fun too. It was kind of funny because during the summer Amazing Race Canada, and last week was the season finale, and then right away the night after the Amazing Race US version started, so one of them ends and a new one began. Crazy and funny somewhat. But I don't care at all. I really enjoy watching the show, and last year the Holdness family that I follow on YouTube was a team in it, and they did amazing, and they won the whole thing. Wow, so it is too soon to tell that which team will win season 34, but I already got a team in mind that who will win this year. There's only has been 2 episodes so far of the new season. I I watched only the first one from last week because last night some reason it was 90-minute episode, which is weird. It was too late for me to watch it. I might watch it tonight or tomorrow. It all depends if there's no problems with uploading my video. So anyways, my other highlight from my birthday was I went and go see my second all-time favorite artist perform in Toronto. Post Malone, baby, yes, I really like and enjoy listening to his music. It was last Tuesday night me and my dad went to go see it. It was a lot of fun, and we got free chips, got a shirt somewhere, and my dad got a girl's phone number because she goes to school at U of W, and she lives in Waterloo somewhere. That was a super fun night, best birthday gift ever. I am not a person who loves and enjoys to open gifts. I am a simple guy. I like going out and doing things. I will move on. I have got quite a lot to cover off on my first video bag. This is not something I want to talk about but have to anyways so that you all should know. About 2.5 days after Post Malone concert in Toronto, I started to get a runny nose, and it dried non-stop, and then I didn't have a good night on Thursday night like Friday morning at 6. Then I started throwing up just water, and then for the whole day I was in bed. I was out like a light. So it was not fun. I felt like shit all day. It was not fun, and it was hard for me just to get up and use the bathroom. I was literally in bed all day just in pain. It was not fun, and I was behind the day of doing school, but I felt somewhat better on the weekend. I managed to do my school work that I missed last Friday. As it were, I stand now doing great. Today is day 6, and on Monday when I did another COVID rapid test, I tested positive, and I will do another one either tomorrow or Saturday, which I hate to say this but have got a funny feeling I will test positive again. I think I got a very mild strain of COVID, which not deadly at all. So I looked it up last night on Google. Mild cases usually last 5 days up to 11 days. So I am thinking that either Sunday or early next week I should be in the clear. I am feeling okay but good. Still have got a bit of a rainy nose and feet coughed. But COVID hit everyone differently. So I am so glad that I finally caught this, so now I can have some natural immunity. So anyways, moving on. So my YouTube channel, guys, if you were tuning into my channel for the very first time, I am the accessibility guy, or Warren is my first name. Some other YouTubers said their first name, like Aaron from Xylodic and Josh from Everything Apple Pro. You get what I mean. So this is my 4th year of doing my channel. I usually talk about all things tech in the Apple world, and last year started talking about Android. Case March 1st, my dad let me have his old. I don't say it's old yet, it's more than 2 years old. It's a Motorola Edge Plus from 2020. It is the best of the best top model of phone ever 2 years ago, and still has came in at number 5 of top phones of 2022 this year. Wow, that is really awesome and crazy. It has got a 5,000 milliamp battery in it. Got a 108 megapixel camera, which is not the best of the best in 9 days from now because Motorola is planning on releasing a 200 megapixel camera phone. Wow, that's crazy. I might am considering getting myself that. So Thoughts My channel is all about and talk about the latest variant of iOS software operating system, and should you update or not to it. Now moving on, so now let's talk about how on Tuesday, September 7th, Apple had their September keynote event, and Tim Cook talked all about their brand new line of products like their new iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max. This year Apple didn't make iPhone 14 mini. They got rid of their mini lineup, but the Plus came back since the iPhone 8 Plus. Two of their new phones came out already, and one of them, which is their iPhone 14 Plus, is expected to come out a week from tomorrow on October 7th. There's something pretty cool only with the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Very cool what Apple came up with. Sadly, the notch at the top of the phone is still there. I really don't like it. To me, looks like an eyesore. But some people don't mind having the notch after they know about this very cool feature. About the new notch, catch it out, you will be blown away. I was the first time I saw a photo of it. Let me introduce to you the all-new dynamic island on the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. A magical new way to interact with iPhone. A vital new safety feature designed to save lives. Emergency SOS is finally coming to iPhone. An innovative 48MP camera for mind-blowing detail. As some of us know, Apple is catching up from a 12 to a 48MP camera, but nothing beats my 108MP camera, or the all-new 200 megapixel camera coming to Motorola E30 Ultra, and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra coming January 2023 next year. All powered by the super fast 16 Bionic chip, which I don't understand because the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus have got Apple's 15 Bionic chip from last year, which don't understand why. Their slogan is Go Pro, Go Beyond. It comes in 4 colors: deep purple. Thoughts the color I would pick. I love purple. The gold one looks really nice too. Sliver and space black. Designed for durability with ceramic shield, tougher than any smartphone glass, water resistant, surgical grade stainless steel, 6.1 and 6.7 display sizes. iPhone is also designed from the ground up to protect your privacy and put you in control of what you share and who do you share it with. Now wait for it, this is the really cool feature about the iPhone got to tell you about. I can't really show you because I don't have the iPhone 14 Pro or Pro Max, because last year I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but however I found for fun that if I can trade in my iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is 128 GB storage size, for the basic 128 GB iPhone 14, the basic model, I can get to for only $412 instead of $12.32. But I am not going to do it. I really love and enjoy my 13 Pro Max, and I have got it for almost a year. Halloween, it will be a year. I'm going to review about it. Anyways, enough said. Going to tell you about this really totally awesome and amazing feature from Apple. Meet the new face of iPhone. Introducing Dynamic Island. A truly Apple invention, thoughts both hardware and software and something in between. It bubbles up music, sports scores, FaceTimes, and so much more, all without taking away from what you are doing. It's really cool and awesome, and best feature that Apple came up with so far. You can read all about it, how it may be the biggest, coolest feature of 2022 from Apple. iPhone finally have got always on display. Finally, lots of people has been waiting for it. iOS 16 lets you customize your home and lock screen to the way you always wanted. I haven't yet watched the event or anything about the new iPhones, but I will and talk about a different Apple product starting next week on my YouTube channel. Apple released 3 new Apple Watches. The second generation of Apple Watch SE, their Series 8 Apple Watch, and all new Apple Watch Ultra. I am going to talk about these amazing products in the coming weeks. I haven't looked at them or watched any of the unboxings, but I will tell you about them. Apple also released AirPods Pro 2 and AirPods 3 and even their brand new iOS 16, which I still am running the final software versions of iOS 15 on my Apple devices, but after iOS 15 came to a close, I will then update to iOS 16. If you were wondering about the prices of iPhone 14 models they be anywhere from $1,232 up to get this $3,408, which is crazy and a ripoff, and some people have been complaining about the price of the new iPhones. However, Apple dropped the price of their iPhone 13 that came out from last year, $959 up to $2,205. Apple still had got their iPhone 12 on their website. They are priced anywhere from $849 up to $1,900, so Apple took off $1,000 off of their iPhone 13 models. The end of iOS 15 is the next topic I want to cover off. iOS 15 is now Apple released iOS 15.7 came out 17 days ago, a week before my special big day, and as you look last year, the end of iOS 14. So last year Apple already came out with iOS 14.8 on September 13th of 2021. So, and Apple's final software version of iOS 14 last year came out 5 days before Halloween with iOS 14.8.1. So guys, write down your thoughts. Is Apple all done with making software updates for iOS 15? Or Apple got more to release before iOS 15 is dead in their tracks? Let me know what you guys think. Love to hear from you. I am thinking Apple will be releasing iOS 15.7.1 soon, and iOS 15.8 will be the final version in the middle of October. iOS 15 is the very last major software version of the iPod Touch. It's really sad, but good things come to an end. I guess life is always moving on, never goes back. Last topic I want to talk about in this video is the beginning of iOS 16, a new era in how people use their iPhone, and there are so many cool features and changes. You can check this video by Zlodek, and thanks Zlodek for letting me support his content. And by the way, I haven't checked on what's the deal with iOS 16. Holy shit, sorry, Apple already released 2 software updates of iOS 16 since it came out. They are already released iOS 16.0.2 like 6 days ago, and for beta testers out there, Apple released iOS 16.1 beta 2. Wow, all I can say is wow. Apple gave us a choice to either stay on iOS 15 or proceed to iOS 16 when you go to software update. Wow, I covered off lots of stuff in my opening video of the year. This will be a great year. In 12 more videos will be my 100th YouTube video ever while it's coming up. This is my 88th one, so if you liked and enjoyed my video, make sure to smash that like button, make sure to subscribe to me, and see you next time. Peace.